Tim, 2021, 136 winners, a personal best for you. How are you feeling with the team going into the 2022 flat season?
Yeah, we've got some horses that are handicapped okay to win races. When a season has started rolling, but it's going to get a lot more busier, and there are some races mapped out for certain horses.
Yeah.
So should be rolling properly again shortly.
And we'll start with the big gun, Winter Power, who had a fantastic 2021, including the Claremont Juvenile Stakes at York. How is she heading into the new campaign?
Yeah, she looks great. She's grown out, big ass, and her filled her frame out. She looks really good. Working well. She goes to Haydock, all being well, the Temple Stakes.
Temple Stakes first up, and then perhaps Royal Ascot after that?
Yeah, then Ascot, yeah, and then possibly maybe Goodwood and York.
Yeah, she's so quick, isn't she? I mean, speed is a main asset, and flat tracks like York suit. Goodwood would be ideal, wouldn't it? The King George heading into York, maybe.
As long as she's relaxed, and she's, they're like all them top sprinters. Their brain has to be right, and they have to be relaxed, and everything has to be all the boxes have to be ticked with them. Because she's just she's a power ball.
Is she easy to train, or is it difficult with that type of horse?
No, she's very easy to train. She doesn't take any work. Train her pretty much on her own, really. Don't really do a lot of fast work with anything else.
And another top sprinter just behind us, Art Power. How's he doing?
Yeah, he's in great form. He's a funny horse. I don't know what it is. Right from when he was a 2-year-old, he naturally just doesn't come to himself early in the spring. And from summer onwards, he's a different horse. But he's in good form. He'll have an entry at Ascot, and then we'll see where we go.
Is he very much a 6 furlong horse?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. And could he start off at Ascot in the Jubilee, something like that?
Yeah, he could be going to Ascot first. Yeah, that could be his first run.
Okay. We'll spin through a few others. Copper Knight's been a stable stalwart, hasn't he? And won at York on a few occasions. Will he be going there again?
Copper Knight goes to York, yeah. He's in great form. He had a run at Musselburgh where we were very happy with him. And, he's, good order.
Is he still well handicapped off a mark in the low hundreds, or would you like him to come down a few pounds?
Well, he's not handicapped like he was last year off 85. No, he's not. But he's capable of winning off his mark.
And Cruyff Turn won a big handicap at York last year.
Yeah, he's a really nice horse. He had a run at Haydock, ran well. Then we ran him last week at Thirsk. He ran a decent race again. He's in good form, filled out, done really well. Got a few nice races in mind for him.
He likes a big field handicap, doesn't he? Is he potentially better than what we saw last season then?
Yeah, he likes a bit of a turn in the track, really. 7 or a mile, Mm-hmm. Yeah, he should be a stronger horse again.
Dark Jedi's ran well a few times this season already.
Yeah, he's run great. I mean, I might even step him up to 2 mile. Could give him an entry in the Northumberland Plate. Because he really does get the trip well, he sees it out well. Just Newmarket the other day just didn't really run to suit him, really. But he's a pretty decent horse. Good
stay. He's rated 97. Could he be a potential Sky Bet Ebo horse?
That's where we would love to go with him.
Yeah.
That would be the aim for the season, really.
How's Lampang doing?
Lampang looks great. He'll go for the Wokingham. He's done really well. Done a really good job having him castrated. It sort of changed him.
He looked in good, Nick. Was it Air where he won last time?
Yeah, it was.
He looked in great, Nick. And another old favourite would be Stackston.
Yeah, he's in great form. Go for the Great at Wilfred again, and a crack at the Silver Cup or Ergo Cup. He's a super horse to train. He's straightforward. Just doesn't always come to himself early in the spring.
The last one I wanted to ask about before we get onto your horses to follow would be a new recruit from Roger Varian's, Premier Power.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. He'd be the type of horse that could win an Ergo Cup or something like that.
Okay.
He's a very, very decent horse, and he's he'll be aiming at the top sprints. Likes a little bit of juice in the ground. I wouldn't run him on very firm.
Okay. So those are the ones I've picked out. Could you pick out a couple for us to follow that I've not mentioned?
Yeah, well, there's a horse called Roach Power who was a very decent horse. He runs this week at Ripon. He's Harper to Heart Power, and he's very similar in his ways really. Just tends to come a little bit later in the season. You know, people say it's how you train him, but it's just, for me, it's just how they are sometimes, you know. But he's a really nice horse. He goes really well. Got a nice acclamation horse of Mr. Cotton's called Common Acclaim. He's a nice horse as well. He'd be a lovely horse for mid-season onwards.
Common Acclaim, a juvenile?
A juvenile, yeah, 2-year-old, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice horse.
How are the 2-year-olds as a bunch?
Yeah, they look okay. I've not pushed hard at them. You know, I don't think I've got an Ascot 2-year-old. I've got one horse that I thought might be an Ascot 2-year-old actually. A horse called Seagrave Fox, who ran at Musselburgh last week, but he was half asleep actually. He's always been a bit free and strong at home, works well. And on the track he just came up the stalls and just like said, where do we go here now? And I'm sure he's a nice horse. He would have been aiming for Ascot, but you know, whether we'll get there, I'm not sure.
And if you had one wish for 2022, what would it be?
Oh, just train winners, get the horses on the track, race them, get them winning. Owners, most of our owners love going racing, so try and run them where they can go.